Good morning friends. In the previous lecture of the quadratic equations, we are solve exercise 4.1 related to the sum problems of the quadratic equations and how we can know that equation is a quadratic equations. We are understand everything. Today we are going how to solve the quadratic equation. For the solution of the quadratic equation, first method is that factorization, means you splitting the middle terms, you can solve the quadratic equation. As example is that, suppose that you have a standard quadratic equation ax square bx and plus c that is equal to 0. Then you split this middle terms in two parts, and after that you can solve that equations by the factorization method. Okay, so I think all of you understand, because in the case of the polynomials you also factorizations, and 9th standard you also study about the factorizations. Okay, so we are going to solve exercise number 4.2 related to the sum problems of the quadratic equations and by the method of factorizations. Okay, so we are going to ahead by solving the quadratic equations by the method of factorization. Okay, so here you see that the question number first exercise here, exercise number 4.2, the question number first. The question number is that find the root of the following quadratic equation by factorizations. So question number first is x square minus 3x and minus 10 that is equal to 0. Then you apply the method of factorization, you solve this quadratic equation and find the root of x, it means values of the x. Here you see in the middle term this is a minus 3x. You divide minus 3x in two parts, that if you just wanted to take the addition, so it is converted into minus 3x, and if you multiply by these factor then it is converted minus 10x square. Okay, so you see, if I see here is a minus 5x and plus 2x, then you can see here minus 5x and plus 2x, this is equal to minus 3x, because here minus 5 and here is a plus 2, so it is converted into that minus 3x, and after that you can take the multiplication. If you multiply minus 5x with 2x, then it is equal to minus 10x square. So we take here x square and minus 10 that is equal to 0. Then you take x is a common, here x is a common, so this is a x minus 5, and here you take plus 2 is a common, so another bracket is x minus 5, because 5 2s are 10, this is equal to 0. Then you take x minus 5 whole common, so another bracket is that x plus 2, that is equal to 0. This equation is equal to 0, it means either this bracket is 0 or this bracket is 0, so it is possible that is equal to 0. Then if I write down, if x minus 5 that is equal to 0, then x is equal to 5, because this minus goes into the another side, so it is converted into the plus. In the second condition, if x plus 2 that is equal to 0, it means x it is equal to, then x is equal to minus 2, because here is a plus 2. So the solution of this quadratic equation is x is equal to plus 5 and x is equal to minus 5. So this quadratic equation has two solutions. One is x is equal to 5, another is x is equal to minus 2. Okay, I think all of you understand and you see clear cut about this. Okay. So we are going to solve for the next problem related to this method, the question number first of third question. You see that under root 2 x square then plus 7x and plus 5 under root 2, that is equal to 0. Here you also apply the same method, factorization method, for the solution of this quadratic equation. First you see, if you multiply first term to last term, then under root 2, this is a 2, then 5 2s are 10, this is a multiplication is a 10x square. So you divide 7x in two parts, that one part is a 5x, another part is a plus 2x. You see 5x plus 2x, this is equal to 7x, and if you add 5x plus 2x, so it is a 7x, and if you multiply 5x in 2x, then it is converted into 10x square. Okay, all of you understand? Yes. Then this is equal to, you put up another values under root 2 x square and plus, then plus 5 under root 2, and that is equal to 0. Then after that you take the common, here you take the common, x is a common, so this is equal to under root 2 x and plus 5, because you see here I take x is common, so here is a x square. If I take x is a common, then it is under root 2x. Same, if I take here is x is common, so here 5 is remaining. Another, next, plus here is a 2 and here is a under root 2. You know that 2, that is equal to under root 2 into 2. So 1 times under root 2, I take the common under root 2, so another bracket is that here is a under root 2 x, because 2 is equal to under root 2 and under root 2. Plus here I also take under root 2 common, so that is equal to 5 and this is equal to 0. Okay, so under root 2 x plus 5, another bracket is that x plus under root 2 and that is equal to 0. Okay, because I take the common. Okay, all of you understand? Then similarly here these multiplication of two brackets are, that is equal to 0. Then you can say either one bracket is 0, another bracket is 0. So if I take, if under root 2 x plus 5 that is equal to 0, then you can say under root 2 x that is equal to, here plus 5, so it is converted minus 5. So x that is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. First solution of the x is that x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. Okay, you understand? Similarly, then here if x plus root 2 and that is equal to 0, if this is equal to 0, then similarly you can say that x that is equal to minus root 2. So all of you understand that there are the two solutions of x. First value of x that is equal to minus 5 root 2, another second value of x that is equal to minus root 2. This is the solution of the quadratic equation. Applying the method of factorizations, I think all of you understand how we can solve the equations of quadratic equations applying the method of factorization. Okay, all of you understand? Okay, fine. So we are going to solve the next question. Some words problem is also given. First you convert the words problem into the quadratic equations, and after that you solve that problem applying this method. So I read the questions and all of you listen carefully. Okay, there is a question. Question is that, here the question is given. Question number third. Question number third is that find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Find two numbers, you listen. Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Okay. First in the question that given there are the two numbers. So I say let the first number is x. I say the first number is x. If the first number is x, so the other number is, the sum of both number is 27. So if the sum of the both number is 27, so the second number is 27 minus x. You subtract second number by sum of the both numbers. So here is a second number is that 27 minus x. So here first number is x and second other number is a 27 minus x. Here condition is given that the product of both number, that is equal to 182. If the product of both number that is equal to 182. So according to the condition, if you apply the condition, here applying the condition is that multiplication of both number, one number is x multiply with the another number 27 minus x, that is equal to 182, because here is given that the product of both number that is equal to 182. So you say you multiply x with 27, this is the 27x minus x square, that is equal to 182. Okay, I transfer into the right hand side. So minus x square, it is converted into the x square, plus 27x, it is converted minus 27x, and plus 182, that is equal to 0. So this is equal to 0. After that you take the method of factorizations. Here if you apply the method of factorization, so here you see it is of 27 minus 27x. So first you take that factor, it means you split this term in two parts. If you just wanted to take the addition, then this is equal to minus 27x, and if you multiply both terms, so this is convert into the 182x square. Okay, so I split into minus 14x and minus 13x. Both are the minus 30. One is a minus 14x, another is a minus 13x. Here you see minus 14x and minus 13x, that is equal to minus 27x, and if you multiply minus and minus, it is converted into the plus, x into x, it is converted into the x square. 14 multiplied by 13, so it is equal to 182. Okay, so I think you understand. Then this is the x square minus 14x plus 182, and that is equal to 0. You take x is common. If you take x is common, so this is the x minus 14, and here you take minus 13 is common, so here is also x minus 14, because here you take that minus is common, so the sign of inside bracket it will be changed. So x minus 14 is whole common, you take x minus 14 is whole common. If I take x minus 14 is whole common, then other bracket x minus 13 remaining, and that is equal to 0. Condition if x minus 14 that is equal to 0, so x it is equal to 14. If x minus 13 that is equal to 0, so x is equal to 13. Okay, so both here x is equal to 14 and x is equal to 13. Here I say one number is a x. If I say if first number is 1, number is x that is equal to 14, then other number is that is equal to 27 minus 14, it means that is equal to 30. If first number is 13 because other value of x that is equal to 13, then second number is that is equal to 27 minus 13 and that is equal to 14. So if the first number is 13, then second number is 14, and if first number is 14, then second number is 13. Okay, so I think all of you understand these questions, and you can apply this method, you can solve the other questions also. Okay, I solve any other question, the question number 5. The question number 5 is also very interesting problem. If I read these questions and all of you see very carefully, then you can solve this question in a proper way. Okay, the question number 5. Here the question number 5 is that the altitude of a right angle triangle. Question number 5. The altitude, here is a right angle triangle. This is the right angle triangle, and the altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base, and if hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, find the other two sides. Here hypotenuse is a 13 centimeter, it is a given. Altitude is, the altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than its base. I say the altitude of right angle triangle is x. Here is question is given that the altitude, this is the altitude, I say this is equal to x. Altitude is a x, it is a less than 7 centimeter to its base. So here base is x plus 7, this is the base. Okay, this is the right angle triangle. In the right angle triangle you apply the Pythagoras theorem. In the case of the Pythagoras theorem, that hypotenuse is square, this is equal to base is square and plus altitude is square. So this is equal to 13 is square, that is equal to x is square plus x plus 7 whole is square according to the Pythagoras theorem. So 13 is square is equal to 169, this is equal to x is square plus a plus b whole square, x is square plus 2x, 7 2s are 14x and plus 7 7s are 49. Okay, so you transfer all values into the right hand side. So here is a x square plus x square, this is equal to 2x square. Then here is a 14x, so it is a plus 14x plus 49, and here another side is a 169, so it is a minus 169 and that is equal to 0. Here 2x square plus 14x, and here is a positive and that is a negative. Here you see the value of the negative sign is a more than in comparison of the positive sign. So here I put up the negative sign. 9 minus 9, that is equal to 0. 6 minus 4, that is equal to 2, and here is a 1. So 120, that is equal to 0. Here 2x square plus 14x and minus 120, that is equal to 0. It means in each terms you have 2 common. So you take the 2 is common. If I take 2 is common, so this is equal to x square and plus 7x and minus 6 2 are 12. So it is a 60 and that is equal to 0. After that you transfer 2 in that side. So 0 divided by 2, that is equal to 2. So this is the x square and plus 7x and minus 60 and that is equal to 0. After the factorizations, here 7x, so one is positive, another is a negative, because x square minus 60, that is equal to minus 60 x square. So I take here 7x 12x with the positive sign and 5x with the negative sign, because 12x minus 5x, this is equal to 7x. If I multiply 12x with minus 5x, so it is converted minus 60 x square. Here is a minus 60 and there is a plus x square, that is equal to 0. You take x is common, so x plus 12 and minus, you take 5 is common. If I take the minus common, so inside the bracket sign will be changed. So it is a x and 12 5s are 60. So that is equal to 0. If I take x plus 12 whole is common, so another bracket is x minus 5 and that is equal to 0. If x plus 12 that is equal to 0, therefore x is equal to minus 12. But all of you know that length is never minus in the form of the minus, so it can't possible. So I take if third condition x minus 5 that is equal to 0, therefore x is equal to 5. Okay, so this is a 5 centimeter. It means the altitude is 5 centimeter and then the base of the triangle, that is equal to x plus 7. So x means 5 plus 7, that is equal to 12 centimeter. And hypotenuse is given in the questions. So other two sides means one side is the altitude, this is a 5 centimeter, and other side is a base, that is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay, so I think all of you understand the problem related to the quadratic equations. Okay, thank you, goodbye.